Everyone, I call the regular City of Prescott Council meeting to order. It is Monday, July 8th, at 6 o'clock. I'll do a roll call. Mike?
Here.
Maureen?
Here.
Adam?
Here.
Dar?
Here.
John?
Here.
Lindsay?
Here.
All right. Everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Council received public comments on any issue related to the agenda. Limited discussion by the council may take place. Hearing none, the next item is the consent agenda. Library board minutes from May 16th, council minutes from June 24th, general fund balances, cash balances from June, paid invoices from June, a special event and amplifier permit approval, Sarnhouse Chevrolet Employee Appreciation Event on August 2nd from 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. at 331 Lake Street North. Special event permit, St. Croix Valley Shrine Club on August 4th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Freedom Park. Special event permit, birthday party on August 24th from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Freedom Park. A change order request number 1 for well number 3 treatment project, approval of $5,685 change order due to poor soils.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion on the motion? Yes, Maureen.
I have a couple of questions. On page 5, in the paid invoice receipts report, I'm trying to find it here. Okay. The Q2 Freedom Park water utility is over $1,800.
1,840.
Yeah. Is that normal for Freedom Park? What are they doing out there? Because their sprinkler is listed further down.
Did they just install a sprinkler?
No, they've had it for a couple of years.
Oh, okay. Then what's $500 for that too?
Yeah. And I wasn't sure either what it's above the Freedom Park WWTP. I don't know what that is.
Wastewater treatment plant.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
So I don't know, I'll have to look into it, and we'll get back to you and let you know. Specifically, you're asking about the Freedom Park second quarter water bill for $1,840.
Yeah. Yeah, that, compared to everybody else, all the other facilities, it seems a lot, considering it doesn't include the sprinklers, which are outside. So,
Is there any other discussion on the motion?
no.
Okay, I'll do a roll call. Mike?
Aye.
Maureen?
Aye.
Adam?
Aye.
Dar?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is reports of standing committees and commissions. Nothing for finance. Planning Commission, next meeting Monday, August 5th at 6. Parks and Public Works, next meeting Monday, July 15th at 5 o'clock. Health and Safety
We had it today.
Yep,
Committee report.
yeah, very quick meeting. Two things that were on the agenda was discussing bicycles on sidewalks, and just taking a look at the bicycle ordinances and The council has agreed to keep everything pretty much the same in regards to our stipulations within our ordinances for bicycles. You can't ride them on the sidewalks, basically. Anything with a wheel size of 20 inches or less, which would be for children, they can ride on the sidewalks. Besides that, no one can be allowed to ride on sidewalks that are on bikes. And then the other discussion is talking about setting a city policy when there is flooding and higher river elevations to close the boat dock, the beach, and also the fishing dock. What would those stipulations look like if we move towards officially closing at some point if there is high water levels on the river? So staff is continuing to evaluate that, and then we'll bring it back to the Health and Safety Committee again, so we can discuss it again and come up with a policy and procedures.
Okay, thank you. The next meeting will be Monday, September 9th at 5 o'clock. Personnel, special meeting Wednesday, July 31st at 5. The next regular meeting is Wednesday, August 7th at 5. Communications and new business, public comments. The city will receive public comments on any issue not related to agenda items. Limited discussion by the council may take place. However, no action will be taken on any item. This includes receiving written requests or documentation and possible action at future meetings. Okay, hearing none. Next item on the agenda is Resolution 32-24, approving a change order for the 2024 mill and overlay project, adding a section of Willow Lane for $4,424. So that's the little piece that goes back to, butts up to Palmetto Addition. Currently it's gravel, and there is a citizen that lives there, and they were looking into paving that. But every year when they plow it, they plow all the gravel, back, and then we have to spend more money putting more gravel in there and redoing it. So that's why this is before you to go ahead and pave that, and then the homeowner there can have their apron attached to that if they so desire. So that's why that's in front of you. Any addition to that, Nat, or anything?
The only thing I'll add is it's their Monarch Paving is who's got the contract that we awarded to them at April 8th, 2024 meeting. They are basically using the same price that we got for the approval for the project. So that's where the total cost, it's 261 square yards, and they're using the same pricing that we received for the base project. So that's where we get to the $4,424.
You need a motion for this, right?
We do.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 32-24, approving the change order for the 2024 mill and overlay project, adding a section of Willow Lane for a cost of $4,424.
Go ahead.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve Resolution 32-24, approving a change order for the mill and overlay project, adding a section, Willow Lane, for $4,424. Is there any discussion on the motion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Next item on the agenda is approval of Steve Most as Prescott Fire and EMS Association Board Chair.
Oh, you missed a portion, number 3.
That's his.
That is, mine is 3.
That's all I have for 3.
Oh.
This is
Or did you? No?
only have 3 as well.
That's posted?
Well, that's all I have on there. I'm supposed to do a roll call.
agenda.
Is there a
Mine's
Swift
different.
current item?
That's what I have, I guess, I don't know.
I don't have it on my,
The one that got emailed out did not
Computer.
have a Swift current agenda item.
okay, we'll go back to that in a second. Let's go ahead with the approval of Steve Mose.
A motion to approve Steve Most as President Fire EMS Association Board Chair.
Second.
We have a motion, a second to approve Steve Mose as Prescott Fire and EMS Association Board Chair. Any discussion on the motion? Not all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next item is approval agreement with Swift Current Connect. Item A is agree to provide broadband internet service to 800 Borner Street, City Hall and Police, 260 Flora Street, Fire Hall, and West 1200007 620 Avenue compost site.
Didn't we have to have internet to get the compost site to operate already?
Yes,
So
So-
this is a company?
yes. So I apologize, I'm not sure. The one that's posted online and the one that was posted on the board does have the approval of Swift Current, so somehow the PDF that was sent out to you must have inadvertently had that off the agenda that was emailed to you all when I sent that out. I guess if we want to postpone this to a next meeting, we can, if you want more time to review it. Otherwise, I guess I leave it up to council who had the opportunity. I don't know if anybody got the opportunity to review the memo or
Yeah,
not.
the memos were in the packet.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, so the memo
the
isn't?
memos were in
It's
the
on
packet, just,
your
it just wasn't
computer.
on like
It's
the,
not
Yeah, there's like
the
a,
front.
The
blank
front
agenda
page, yeah.
Okay.
just on the communications new business.
So, with it being posted and with it being in the packet, then I guess basically what's being proposed is right now we have a variety of providers across all of our buildings. And one of the issues that we're having is some latency problems. Specifically, we only have about 35 to 40 megabytes per second download speed here and 8 to 10 or 6 to 8 megabytes per upload speed at City Hall Police. City Hall and Police are joint shared. We have a fiber that connects the City Hall building to the police building. So basically, with that being the case, CenturyLink serves some of them, Compass serves the other. Basically, with Pierce Pep and Swift Current providing internet now and providing that service, we reached out just to have a discussion of what they could provide. They have proposed an option that would provide up to 1 gigabyte of service for all of our buildings. You can see the attached proposal within the agenda. This would be done by providing City Hall and Police with a 1 gig service, and then each additional building would be serviced by their address through something called a Transparent LAN Service, or TLS. So each additional connection would then be $69.95, with City Hall being $149.95 per month. There would also be an initial one-time setup fee of $2,000. Unfortunately, one of the issues when you do the math, if we could connect everybody to Swift Current right now, we would actually be saving money. However, Swift Current isn't able to just snap their fingers and get it everywhere in the city, so as they're running it, we would be looking to add more, but right now, all we're looking to add is the City Hall Police, Fire Hall, and the compost site. With the addition of the compost site, there is an added cost of about $606 for a full year. And with the compost site, that goes up to $1,026. That's for 8 months of service, opening the compost site from April to November. And then we'd have 4 months of access that would be reduced. And we'd have pay just a base flat fee that would be greatly reduced. Even though with the hours, because of the compost shifts, making it from 84 hours a week to, 17 and a half hours a week of service to 84 hours a week of service. We believe that's the best option. We could have gone with the cellular provider, but our concern was with the gate system and cellular service being the way it is, that we potentially could lose service off and on. It would have been slightly cheaper, $10 to $15 per month, but that loss of service and every time having to result in potentially the gate going down or calling staff or staff not being there at the time was a worry in terms of customer service, and that's why ultimately we are bringing Swift Current before you. So there is a about 5 options. I won't go through every one, why we still believe with the increase in price, it is better for the city moving forward. I guess the biggest one, of course, is with the 1 gig of service. That's a incredibly fast improvement to what we currently have. And we think as we continue to grow, we'll need more and more connections. One of the best practices moving forward is connecting lift stations and well houses, as more and more of those get more advanced technology that we're seeing within them as well. So with that, the only other item is, as part of the compost site, Pierce Pepin is requiring an easement, utility easement agreement. This is something we similarly have as a city with homeowners when we have sewer or storm sewer or other utility easements on properties, so we can access those items. So they're looking for that similar utility easement out at the compost site property when you enter. It'll be just off to the left there. So with that, I'll turn it over to council for comments, questions.
So this is all fiber optic type of?
Yes.
Are they, does Swift Current know when they would be expanding far enough that we could get everything in the city on board on fiber optics?
They're basing it on, I guess, what they call takes when they run fiber across. So for instance, they ran in, say, Croy Bluffs. They want to see a certain percentage that connects, and then they make further investments in the community. So it's kind of based on that. That's information, unfortunately, we don't have. They are excited, and they want to keep connecting based on our discussions with them, but they don't have a plan. There was some discussion about doing a cost share to run it to some of our public works facility, but at this time, because of the cost was a little higher than we were willing to consider. This time, we're not looking at that.
Yeah, I think from a technology standpoint too, it's inevitable that
Yeah.
we need to go to that for the speed, and inevitable that it will eventually end up growing too throughout, because I know, like in St. Croix Bluffs, I mean, everyone's hooking up to it now, so.
I'll have to come across town. I think fiber optic is a really good choice for the city.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement with Swift Current to connect broadband internet service to City Hall, the police station, and the fire hall, and also the compost site.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion, a second, to approve broadband internet service to City Hall, Police Department, Fire Hall, and the compost site. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Just one thing, in this table here, it still lists fire as Comcast. Is that just a typo? The table on page.
Oh, yes.
So that is
That should be
Swift already?
Swift, that should be Swift Current as well.
All right, and then, just out of curiosity, why is the cost so high at Freedom Park?
for Comcast, you mean?
Yeah. I think, well, I believe they're on a business plan, and that's why the price is more. Why they're on a business plan, though, I don't know. I'd have to
Yeah, I'm just
figure
curious
that.
what they're using internet for down there.
That, I know that they have done Zoom meetings from there, because I've been online with them.
You don't need to have a business account to do that, do you?
No.
As far as I know? Okay.
I'm just curious if it's like if they're using internet regularly there, or this is like a.
Isn't there a live stream going on there or something?
They do
I
use
think
it regularly. I don't know if,
Okay.
I'll have to figure that out.
I was just curious what they're using internet for,
Well, that's a good idea. And the beach house.
and why it's so much more. If that's if they need a business plan.
Is
I
the
guess.
beach, sorry, John, is the beach house, that's our beach area, right? So why do we even need internet
So-
down there anyway?
We've had a number of issues with
Or is it
public
cameras?
safety due to graffiti, people
Cameras.
pooping on our stairs, incidents down there, so we elected to put in access control and cameras down there, so that's why the
It's
beach
cameras,
house has internet.
okay.
Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next item is the utility easement agreement at the Prescott compost site to deliver telecommunication system. We just approved that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Then we just approved A, we didn't approve B.
Oh, we have to approve the
the
easement agreement.
Oh, I
My
see.
apologies. Motion to approve the utility easement agreement at the Prescott compost site to deliver telecommunication services.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second, to approve the utility easement agreement at Prescott compost site to deliver telecommunications services.
Very good idea since it's already in.
Is there any discussion on the motion? Not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next item, is there any other business? There's no closed session.
So,
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion, a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.